Well, hey guys, welcome back to Southern Adventures. So I got about 3 more days before I go back into my 3rd round of chemo. Haven't really got out and about and done anything, so today is kind of my test round of that. Just came down to the Ocoee Whitewater Center. It's closest to my house. It's a fairly easy walk. I'm gonna head over to, I think it's called Bear Paw Trail. It's a fairly easy hike, a little uphill, straight, and then a little bit downhill. So we'll go across the bridge and head over that way. All right, so here we're going across the bridge. I think most of y'all have been out here with me at one time or another. I have got a few videos up of this area. Usually where I come and test cameras, and oddly enough, I actually have a new camera out here and a new microphone. I'm not really testing, but it's usually where I come to do that. So up ahead to the left is that little trail I was talking about. That's what we're going to hit today. Let's check out this view over here. As you can tell, the river is down today. All right, here we are. It's Bear Paw Loop Trail number 334 that we're going down. So we are going to head this way. From what I can remember, there's a little small creek. It's got a bridge over it. I mean, I'm talking small creek. There's some people ahead of me here, maybe some people behind me, I'm not sure. I may let them go around me because I'm gonna be kind of slow. All right, so I'm just kind of hanging back for a minute. I'm actually just kind of letting those folks go. I don't want to get too close. I was kind of creeping up on them a little bit. But just to update, guys, everybody knows that's watched my channel the past couple of videos I posted. First one I posted about a month ago was me in the hospital, kind of telling everybody I had been diagnosed with leukemia. That first go around of chemo, went into remission, went in for my 2nd round of chemo. I came home for about 2 weeks, went in for my 2nd round of chemo. Been home for about a week, haven't really done much of anything. Hips have been hurting, knees have been hurting a little bit. But I really just kind of wanted to get out, maybe get things moving around a little bit. So I chose to come down here to the Whitewater Center, kind of get back on the trail a little bit here. I got about 3 more days and I'll be heading back to the hospital for my 3rd round of chemo. Unfortunately, since I live so far away from the hospital that is treating me, I have to go in for the entire duration, get the chemotherapy, and then wait in the hospital until all of my so-called counts come back up to a normalized level, which takes about 2 weeks. If not longer, depending on people's bodies. For me, this last time, I got about 3 days of chemotherapy, and I was out of the hospital, and I think it was right at 2 weeks. So I was scheduled to be in for 3 weeks, if that makes any sense. All right, so I kept creeping up on those people in front of me and went ahead and just passed them. So coming into a little bit of a lighted area. It's been pretty dark down through here, so I know that kind of makes the camera look bad. So here we go, just a little ways. Looks like they've done some cutting right through here, clearing out the trail a little bit. Trail widens up. And all the trails out here at the Ocoee Whitewater Center look like this. They're well maintained, really wide. Oddly enough, I don't really think I have a video of coming down this way, which is many of the times I've been on this trail. Kind of odd for me not to have a video up about it. So we are coming up on the loop part. You'll see here in just a second where the loop falls back into the trail here. Now you can go up to the right if you want to. and come back down this way in this direction. So again, you can go that direction. You'll just end up coming out over here. Same if you go the direction I'm going. So here's that little bridge I was talking about, a little creek that runs through. Not much of a creek right now. Oh, it's slick. But it does get a little bigger when it rains more. I'm gonna work my way up this hill until it flattens out a little bit, and I'll turn the camera back on. I just don't want y'all to hear me huffing and puffing, but if anything cool comes up, I'll show y'all here in a bit. Let's flatten out a little bit here. You can tell it's probably a really bad idea to wear a long sleeve cotton shirt. The whole morning it's been kind of cool. Been raining outside. The sun hadn't came out a bit. Right until I got out here, that's fine. I can handle that. Y'all just get to hear me breathing hard and now sweat a lot. All right, guys, so I have made it kind of to the top area here. There's a couple trails that kind of venture off to the left and right. They're just kind of like campgrounds. So you can venture off those ways. They don't go very far. I'll turn around and let you look at it here. It's just a kind of a more of a wide open area because we're at the top of the little hill that we climbed up. I don't remember what the sign said when they did have the correct amount of mileage. I swear I thought it was under a mile, but I'm gonna call this one a mile because I know where I'm at on this trail. And I know I've been at least half a mile. So it looks like they did put a sign back in the area. Before, it was just this sign, and it was real easy to pass and not really see if you weren't paying attention. This is the loop part, okay? So you want to go right here. Showing the Whitewater Center, it's a 1.1 miles. So I guess from here on, this had to be like 1.6 miles because I know I've been about half a mile. Again, if you go straight here, you can tell this is a road. It is, when you get to the end of this area, this is about as far as the road comes. It turns into that service road, and it's gated off by a metal gate when you get to the end. But I've never actually seen it open because this is a active trail and people on bikes do head down that way before they come back around. I am starting to feel a little bit better. I hope you guys can tell. Sometimes it just takes you getting out here and just breathing in this air. Working them legs a little bit. Breathing's working its way down. I know my pulse rate was really high in the hospital, you know, because you're constantly being monitored. I don't know if that's chemotherapy or what. I know when I went in, my pulse rate was around 60, 60 to 65. And about halfway through, about a week and a few days in, I mean, my pulse rate was up around 102, that is bad for me. Not when my resting pulse rate is normally around 60 to 70. Yeah, if this is true 1.6 miles, I'll be really happy that I was able to get out in the woods today and do almost a little 2-mile hike. I wasn't think I'd be able to do that. So I get to the end of this, I might just go ahead and take a little walk around the Whitewater Center. At least I know that's all flat. Just a lot of people out there, you know. It's even worse when the river's up and all the kayakers coming through. I checked the upper put-in on the way here at dam number 2. It was locked up, so couldn't get down there to it. I've yet to get that on video. I swear, every time I come down this way, I always look over there to see if that area is open where dam number 2's at, and it's never open. And the times that it are open, I never have a camera. Of course, I've got my phone, but I've just never went by that area where it was open and I could get down there and get decent videos. So maybe one of these days, I don't know. Is this where that, yeah, okay, so this is where that bench is at. I was gonna turn it off, but I'm gonna leave it on. So it looks like they used to keep this really clear through here. You can see mountain laurel. But when this was clear, they used to come down through with chainsaws and just cut down all this laurel and all this grown up brush. But this literally faces the Whitewater Center when it was there. Can't see a thing now. I really can't even get a drone up to the top of that. And I think I did that one time. That's some footage y'all probably have never seen. But yeah, that used to overlook the Whitewater Center. That spider, I'm sorry about that. I don't know, that made a noise. I think that spider is crawling up underneath my hat somewhere. So yeah, this is, again, it's just gonna start going downhill from here from what I was thinking. If I get into that mountain laurel, I'll let you know. So yeah, this is where all that mountain laurel used to be. I just don't know if it had a, you can see some of it. I just don't know if it had a chance to grow up or if they just cut it back. You can see where they cut back a lot in this area, just real recently. You can still see the wood chips on the ground and stuff in certain areas. Yeah, I'm neglected to mention, I probably look a lot different than what you guys normally see me, with a big long beard and hair coming out over my ears and everything else. I ain't got no hair right now, guys. It's pretty much all gone. I do have hair, but not a lot of it. I can see the trail I came up on, at least I think that's what I'm seeing. Yeah, it has to be, because I can see the sign down there. So I'm guessing once I get back on the trail, get back over to the Whitewater Center, that's going to be our 1.6 miles that we saw on that last trail. Yeah, okay, so Whitewater Center, half a mile. Says that mountain, Chestnut Mountain Loop, half a mile. And then there's this one. Yeah. So I'll be honest with you, I have no idea how far I've been. This is all gonna be, I came uphill this way, this is all gonna be downhill now. Man, it feels good out here now. Still got this long sleeve cotton shirt on, which I wish I hadn't worn, but it feels really good. All right, guys, looks like we're at the end of this trip here. You can see the bridge in front of me again. Been a lot of things for me today. One, I got to test out the new camera. Got to test out the new audio, this little DJI mic. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Literally only tested this whole setup one time. So hopefully it sounds okay. Again, this is what I've always called Bear Paw Loop. It seems to be about 2 miles. I'm gonna walk on to the end of it now. Get back across this bridge, head on back up to the house. But listen, until next time, get out there and create your own adventure.